Hey guys, welcome to our very first tutorial here at Modio. I'm Adrian, going to be walking you through this one. Today I wanted to talk about preparing your logos, specifically vector logos, to work inside of Element 3D. And if you don't know what Element 3D is, you should actually stop watching this tutorial and head on over to videocopilot.net. Check out this amazing plugin for After Effects that lets you import 3D objects. It's also a particle replicator. Lets you extrude text, all sorts of awesome stuff. And this is what we're going to be focusing on today. So, there's plenty of videos there to help you get started with that plugin. I highly recommend that you check that out if you haven't already, because it allows you to create some pretty awesome stuff right inside of After Effects. Like extruding this logo here. Renders very fast, even with depth of field and motion blur. So there's three main ways to bring in and extrude your vector logos. I just wanted to walk you through each one of those and let you know what one worked best for me. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to create a new composition. I'll call this Method 01. So you start by making a new solid. You can keep it black. We'll name it Element 3D. All you gotta do is go to Effect, Video Go Pilot, add it right on there. Then what we do is import our logo file. And one of the methods that I saw people were doing is just auto tracing their layer, which is simply selecting your vector layer. You go up to the Layer tab and click Auto Trace. It's going to give you some functions to help you identify where these masks are going to be drawn, and it sort of wraps itself around either the luminance or a color channel or the alpha channel. So I spent some time trying to tweak these to get this to work well on this logo and a few others, and just noticed that it was really hard to get it looking right, especially around curves, if there's lots of curves in the logo. So I'm just going to go ahead and execute this, and what it does is it creates masks and outputs it to a new layer. So this is what it came up with. And this is what we're going to use inside of Element to extrude the text. So we'll go ahead and turn that off. Go to Effect, Controls, and Custom Layers, Custom Text and Masks. We just need to select that layer we just auto traced. There we go. Now in Element, you click on Scene Setup. And then you just click Extrude. And there we go. So it might seem okay to you at first, but once we start investigating this a little more, you'll see the problems with this. Inside of the O's, there's no extrusion. There's just a big a gap. That's not okay. And you'll also notice the edges have these bumps and curves to them that if you've ever worked with a client who cares about their logo, you'll know that won't fly. This was sort of unacceptable for me. I realized this wasn't going to work as a permanent solution to extruding logos. So the next option is opening up your logo in Illustrator. Make a pot of coffee while it loads. And you can select the paths here. Click on your layer, just select your paths, just go to Edit, Copy, and then hop right back into After Effects. And I'll just create a new layer. And Edit, Paste. Now you'll see we have masks that look much better than the auto trace gave us. They're smoother. The only problem is these intersecting areas. Element 3D is not going to like that. It's going to create holes in the extrusion, which is no good. What I tried to do was change these modes to the logo, to the different mask paths. But no matter what I tried, what combination and order I would put them in, Element 3D still didn't seem to like it. I don't know if it can recognize that kind of stuff within masks. So to test this, you just can change the name of this so you know what you're selecting. Go back into Element, Custom Layers, and just switch your selection to the new layer. And it automatically updates. You can see, oh, let me create a camera here so we can rotate around it. You can see that we have gaps in the intersecting masks, so that's no good either. It might be fine if your logo doesn't have mask layers that are intersecting. So this might be a method that's fine for you because the edges are better and it does work in some cases. So that left me searching for a third option, and that is the one that worked best for me, especially with the Modio logo. So here's what I did. I'll go ahead and create a new composition, start over. Create the element layer. Bring in the vector logo. Now here's what worked best for me. You convert your vector file into shape layers by going to Layer and click this button here with it selected. Create shapes from vector layer. And now we have shape layers right inside of After Effects. That doesn't help us yet. Element 3D can't recognize this, but here's what you do. This guy Jeff at his website Redefinery has this script that converts shapes to mask, and that's what's going to help us. He has some warning here, but I tested it. It works great in CS6. Haven't had any problems. So go ahead and download that. Install it to your scripts folder. If you don't know how to do that, you go to your applications folder in After Effects scripts. Just drag it right into there. Shapes to masks. So you select the shapes layer, go to File, Scripts, and run the RD Shapes to Masks script. And bingo, there we go. This is what's going to solve all our problems. Perfect masks, no intersecting areas, great curves. That's exactly what we wanted. So now that we have that, select that new layer inside of Element and Custom Layers, Custom Text and Masks. Select that, then we go into the scene setup and extrude it, and there we go. Much better looking extrusion. You can see we have the O's filled in, the curves are smooth, there's no bumps or ridges, so it's looking much better. And now you can go ahead and tweak it however you need. You know, extrude it more, change the bevel size, apply your colors. And there you go. That's going to be probably the best way to bring in your logos into Element. If you have any input or other ideas, feel free to message us. Well, thanks for watching. I hope that's helped you. We're hoping to do a lot more of these in the future, so if you have any ideas or suggestions for tutorials to do, please let us know. You can write us at info@modio.tv. Again, thanks for watching, and we highly recommend you check out Video Copilot's Element 3D, a great plugin for After Effects. It's awesome. This is Adrian signing off. Thanks for watching.